Good morning, students. We will learn today the cherry tree. We have already started the chapter, and let me remind you the point when we where we ended is the last day. That is, uh, Rakesh was advised by his grandfather to plant the seed if he wants good luck, right? And Rakesh did so, and he almost forgot all about the seed. Then in another day, in the morning, he found something in his garden, and he ran calling his grandfather, and he wanted his grandfather to come and to see that the cherry tree had come up. Now at this point we completed the last day, and today we will learn about grandfather's reaction, right? So now let us start reading the text. Rakesh went calling, "Dada, come and look, the cherry tree has come up." He called his grandfather and he asked him to have a look to see the cherry tree. What? What cherry tree? Asked grandfather, who had forgotten about it. So it's not only Rakesh but also the grandfather who has already forgotten about the cherry tree. "The seed we planted last year, look, it's come up." Now Rakesh helped his grandfather to remember about the cherry tree. Rakesh went down on his haunches. Haunches means he took much difficulty. By balancing his body on his feet, he went to that particular part, while grandfather bent almost double and peered down at the tiny tree. And the effort Rakesh had put, grandfather put more effort than that, and he peered down at the teeny tree. Means he gave a close, very concrete concentration on the teeny tree. It was about 4 inches high. "Yes, it's a cherry tree," said grandfather. "You should water it now and then." Means when it's required, you need to provide water so that the cherry tree can grow up. Rakesh ran indoors and came back with a bucket of water. "Don't drown it," said grandfather. Now Rakesh was much excited, and grandfather warned him so that he doesn't drown the tree. Then it might get rotten and it will not be growing up. Now Rakesh gave it a sprinkling and circled it with pebbles. He splashed some water on it and he circled it with some pebbles. He looked at the tree every morning, but it did not seem to be growing very fast. Now he started to keep a watch on that particular tree, and he tried to follow the tree, the movement, the growing up process of the tree every day. So he stopped looking at it, except quickly out of the corner of his eye. Now as the growing process of the tree was not speedy, so now his concentration is not in that level as it was at the beginning. Now sometime he gives a glance at the tree with the corner of his eyes. After a week or two, when he allowed himself to look at it properly, he found that it had grown at least an inch. Now after 1 week, he found it has grown up an inch. That year the monsoon rains came early, and Rakesh plodded to and from the school in raincoat and gumboots. Means here Rakesh plodded means walked with heavy steps, right? Heavy steps means he was wearing here gumboots and all, and it was rainy season. I hope you all understand. Ferns sprang from the trunks of the tree. Some fern, that is a type of plant, from the trunks of trees it came up. Strange looking lilies came up in the long grass, and even when it was not raining, the trees dripped and mist came curling up the valley. Now the atmosphere you can understand. It was foggy. Though there was not rain, then there was mist, and all around it was that type of atmosphere in the valley. When it was raining, it was rain all around. Now the cherry tree grew quickly in this season. Now formerly it took time to grow up, but when it was rainy season, it grew up quickly. It was about 2 feet high when a goat entered the garden and ate all the leaves. Now you can understand this. Only the main stem and 2 thin branches remained, and rest the goat has cleared it. Never mind, said grandfather, seeing that Rakesh was upset. Obviously, Rakesh was upset. He thought the plant may die now. It will grow now. Grandfather assured him not to get upset because it will grow again. Cherry trees are tough. Cherry trees are tough means they cannot be ruined in so easily, right? So though the goat has eaten up except one main stem and 2 branches, still the tree will survive. Towards the end of the rainy season, new leaves appeared on the tree. Then a woman cutting grass cut the cherry tree in two. Now another obstacle, right? So here in this story also you will find that life is not so easy. When the tree grew up, it was only about of 5 inch or 6 inch. It was eaten up by a goat. Then again, when it recovered its injury, if we consider it as injury, then it was being cut, but still it will grow up. Yes. When grandfather saw what had happened, he went after the woman and scolded her, but the damage could not be repaired. Though the woman got scolding, but the damage wouldn't be repaired. Maybe it will die now, said Rakesh. Maybe, said grandfather. Now grandfather also, he was hopeless because the tree was cut in two. So he was also thinking maybe this time it will not survive. But the cherry tree had no intention of dying. Yes, that's the spirit. In such condition also we need to keep this thing in our mind that we will definitely overcome this situation, right? And we are not in any kind of intention to lose the battle, right? So let us come to the text again. By the time summer came round again, it had sent out several new shoots with tender green leaves. Now there was more branches and more leaves on the tree, cherry tree. Rakesh had grown taller too. It's not only about the cherry tree. Rakesh has also grown up. He is taller too. He was 8 now, a sturdy boy with curly black hair and deep black eyes. Blackberry eyes, grandfather called them. That monsoon, Rakesh went home to his village to help his father and mother with the planting and ploughing and sowing. So in the process of cultivation, he went to his home, to his village to help his parents in cultivation. He was thinner but stronger when he came back to grandfather's house at the end of the rains to find that the cherry tree had grown another foot. Now when he came back, he found the cherry tree has grown up a bit. It has grown up another feet. Now here you can understand why where did Rakesh go during during monsoon. He went to his parents. Why did he go there? In order to help them in the process of cultivation. Yes. And next, now let us go to this. Even when there was rain, Rakesh should sometime water. Sorry, I missed. It was now up to his chest. The tree has also grown up and the foot, and it was up to Rakesh's chest. Even when there was rain, Rakesh would sometimes water the tree. He wanted it to know that he was there. Though it was in during rain, when there was rain, that time also he used to water the tree in order to make the tree feel that there is someone who is taking care of the tree. He wanted to make the tree feel that he was there for the tree. Yes, so it's very important. We need to understand the emotion of Rakesh here. One day his attachment with the tree also can be noticed here. So one day he found a bright green praying mantis. Praying mantis, a caterpillar type insect, so that perched on the branch, peering at him with bulging eyes. So one day he found a bright caterpillar on a branch of the cherry tree. Rakesh let it remain there. It was the cherry tree's first visitor. Now Rakesh allowed the caterpillar to remain there, and he considered it as the first visitor of the cherry tree. So the first visitor of the cherry tree is the praying mantis. The next visitor was a hairy caterpillar. It is also here the praying mantis is having a long front legs, right, and big eyes, a type of caterpillar. And the next visitor was a hairy caterpillar. So if you are asked about the two visitors, so who were the which two visitors do you find in the cherry tree, in the text cherry tree, you will mention the first one as praying mantis and the second one as hairy caterpillar, who started making a meal of the leaves. Now caterpillar started chewing the leaves. Rakesh removed it quickly and dropped it on a heap of dry leaves. Come back when you are a butterfly, he said. Now he told the caterpillar to go to leave the tree, and when it will grow up, the caterpillar will grow up. When it will turn into butterfly, it should come back. Winter came early. The cherry tree bent low with the weight of snow. It was winter and everywhere it was snow, so the cherry tree bent low with the weight of snow because it was snow on the leaves and branches. Field mice sought shelter in the roof of the cottage. Now field mice means it was winter and the mouse rather, they were in the field and it's winter, so they tried to take shelter on the roof of the cottage. The road from the valley was blocked, and for several days there was no newspaper, and this made grandfather quite grumpy. Now the roads were blocked due to the snow, as it was valley so there was no newspaper. You can understand that it is a very simple language is used over here. His stories began to have unhappy endings. Now we all know that Rakesh and his grandfather, both of them are having the habit that grandfather will tell story, and Rakesh, in exchange, Rakesh would read newspaper for him. Now when grandfather could get newspapers or rather news, his stories used to have happy ending. Now he is not happy at all, so his stories are also having unhappy endings. In February, it was Rakesh's birthday. He was 9 and the tree was 2, but almost as tall as Rakesh. Now Rakesh is of age 9 and the tree is of age 2, but the tree has grown up. It's as tall as Rakesh now. One morning when the sun came out, grandfather came into the garden. Let some warmth get into my bones, he said. Now it's winter morning, and how does the sun feel? We all understand, right? He stopped in front of the cherry tree, stared at it. Stared means kept on looking at it without blinking his eyes for a few moments, and then called out, Rakesh, come and look. Come quickly before it falls. Now he called Rakesh to have a look at something, and what Rakesh is going to witness that we are going to learn in our next class. So I hope you all have understood. So far we have learned today. Now you need to follow my class very attentively, because some of you are asking some questions. Those questions I do already discuss in my this session, this class only. So you need to pay minutely attention here, so that you need to get all those answers. Now some of you have asked me how many pages you need to use, whether your school, yes, the school has provided the exercise books in order to, so that so that you can do work on those exercise books only. And as you all know, that is you need to make one exercise book of 96 pages, where you will do all these question answers, right? So now I hope those who have asked this question, you all are answered. One copy of 96 pages and another one that is for test. When the school reopens, we will do that is of 32 pages. Now I hope no more confusion regarding exercise books. Now I want each one of you to go through these 2 pages minutely, and you need to do the worksheet also. And in worksheet 1, worksheet 2, this way whatever questions I am giving at the end of the text, when I will be complete, though I have already answered them in my class discussion, but if you do not understand, again I will discuss all those worksheets when I complete the text. Okay, now you need to keep patience and you need to do the work properly. So take very good care of yourself. Keep on doing your works. Thank you. Have a nice day.